Shalom, my friends. Today, we are going to do something different. I am not going to give you one secret. I am going to give you 7. These are the 7 foundational life lessons forged in the fire of my own failures and confirmed by the 3,000-year-old wisdom of our Holy Torah. If you feel like you are constantly making the same mistakes, if you feel like life is a confusing and painful series of random events, then I promise you, after these lessons, you will see your life, your relationships, and your money in a whole new light. This is the operating system upgrade your soul has been crying out for. But first, let's be honest. What is one life lesson you had to learn the hard way? What is a piece of wisdom that you only gained after a painful failure or a deep loss? Share it in the comments below. Your scar might be the map someone else needs. Before we distill a lifetime of wisdom, I need you to join our mission to share it. We are on a mission to reach 50,000 subscribers, to create a global community that lives by a higher code, a divine blueprint. If you believe this wisdom needs to be heard, then do your part. Hit that subscribe button right now. Join this sacred family, this mishpacha. And listen, for those of you who are ready to not just learn the lessons, but to master the entire game of life, I have something extraordinary. I have opened enrollment for the Torah Millionaire Business School, but I must warn you, it is closing very soon. For just $299, I will unveil the full Torah wealth system, the same 3,000-year-old Jewish money laws that built dynasties, protected families, and created unstoppable prosperity. This is not theory. This is the masterclass. The link is in the comments below. If you feel the call, do not wait. When the door closes, it closes. Now, listen to me. Most people stumble through life like a man in a dark room, bumping into furniture, stubbing his toes, and occasionally, by sheer luck, finding a doorway. They operate on a set of flawed principles they picked up from the world. Principles like follow your passion, be nice, look out for number 1. These are not life lessons. They are spiritual poison. They are the junk food of the soul, and they are the reason you feel sick, tired, and confused. A life built on a flawed foundation will always be a fragile and frustrating structure, no matter how hard you work to build it. I know this because my first life was built on that flawed foundation. I was in my late 20s, and I thought I had it all figured out. I had a fast-growing business, a beautiful fiancé, and a best friend who was also my business partner. I was arrogant. I believed in the world's wisdom. I thought I was invincible. And then, in the span of 6 months, the entire structure collapsed. My partner, my best friend, betrayed me, embezzling a huge sum of money and disappearing. The business, crippled by the theft, went bankrupt. My fiancé, seeing that my financial future was gone, left me. I went from being the golden boy to being broke, alone, and sleeping on my parents' couch. I had not just stubbed my toe in the dark room, I had run headfirst into a concrete wall. And, as I lay there, in the rubble of my own life, I realized that everything I thought I knew about life was a lie. Here is the fundamental problem, the common enemy. You are trying to win the game of life without ever reading the rule book. You are playing chess as if it were checkers.
You are trying to build a skyscraper using the instructions for a birdhouse. The world does not give you the real rules. The world gives you rules that serve its own agenda, rules designed to keep you a compliant consumer and a predictable employee. The real rules, the rules that govern reality, are not found in self-help books or on social media. They are found in the one place most people never think to look: the manufacturer's instruction manual for the human soul, the Torah. The hidden mechanism is that life is not a series of random events, it is a curriculum. It is a divine seminar designed by the Master of the universe to teach you the lessons your soul needs to learn in order to grow. The painful events in your life are not punishments, they are the curriculum. The betrayals, the failures, the losses, these are not accidents. They are the pop quizzes and the final exams. If you keep failing the same test, it is because you have not yet learned the lesson. Life will keep presenting you with the same test over and over in different forms until you finally pass. The feeling of being stuck is simply the feeling of being held back a grade in God's school of life. The cost of not learning these lessons is a life of painful repetition. It is the cycle of bad relationships, the cycle of financial struggle, the cycle of frustration and disappointment. It is the exhaustion of fighting the same battles over and over again. You are doomed to repeat the grade until you learn the material. By ignoring the real rules, you are choosing to remain in a spiritual kindergarten for your entire life, when you were created to graduate with honors. Now, let me show you the ultimate master of these life lessons in our tradition, King Solomon, Shlomo HaMelech. He was the wisest and, at one time, the wealthiest man who ever lived. God gave him a blank check, and instead of asking for riches or power, he asked for a listening heart, for wisdom. And because he asked for wisdom, God gave him everything else as well. King Solomon experienced everything life has to offer: extreme wealth and extreme poverty, divine wisdom and human foolishness, great love and bitter betrayal. And at the end of his life, he wrote down the ultimate cheat sheet for the game of life. The books of Proverbs, Mishlei, Ecclesiastes, Kohelet, and Song of Songs, Shir Hashirim. He gave us the answers to the test. That period on my parents' couch, I was the opposite of Solomon. I was a fool who thought he was wise, and life had shown me just how foolish I was. My epiphany came when I stopped asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and started asking the Solomon question. What is this trying to teach me? I stopped seeing myself as a victim and started seeing myself as a student in a very difficult but very important class. I opened the books of Solomon, and I began to learn the real rules. Now, let me share with you 7 of the most critical lessons I learned from that painful curriculum. Lessons that rebuilt my life on a foundation of solid rock. Lesson number 1. Develop a willingness to be disliked. The world teaches you to be a people pleaser. The Torah teaches you to be a God pleaser. The desire to be liked by everyone is a form of idolatry. You are worshipping the opinions of other people. Our father Abraham was called Avraham HaIvri, Abraham the Hebrew, which literally means the one from the other side. The whole world was on one side, worshipping idols, and Abraham stood alone on the other. True leaders, true builders, are willing to stand alone for what is right. If you are not willing to be disliked, you will never have the freedom to do what needs to be done. You will always be a slave to the approval of the crowd. Lesson number 2. There are no bad emotions, only bad reactions. This is a core concept of Hasidic thought. Your emotions, your anger, your desire, your fear, are not your enemies. They are raw, powerful, neutral energy. They are the animal soul, nefesh habehamit. The mistake is to either suppress this energy or to let it run wild. The holy task is to elevate it. It is to channel the raw energy for a higher purpose. Your anger at injustice can be channeled into a passion for tzedakah, charity and justice. Your desire for more can be channeled into a desire for more holiness, more wisdom. Your fear of failure can be channeled into a meticulous attention to detail. Do not kill your animal soul. Train it to pull the chariot of your godly soul, nefesh elokit. Lesson number 3. When someone shows you their true colours, believe them. The world tells you to see the best in people. The Torah tells you to see the truth in people. When Laban cheated Jacob, not once, not twice, but 10 times, Jacob finally understood Laban's character. He stopped trying to paint a different picture. He accepted the reality and made a plan to escape. When someone's actions consistently show you who they are, that they are untrustworthy, that they are selfish, that they are cruel, it is not your job to fix them or to make excuses for them. It is your job to believe them and to protect yourself and your family from them. Seeing the truth, even when it is painful, is a prerequisite for wisdom. Lesson number 4. Don't be afraid to start over. You are starting from experience. In Judaism, we do not see time as a straight line, but as a spiral. We return to the same holidays, the same Torah portions every year. But we are not in the same place. We are one level higher on the spiral. A failure is not a return to zero. It is the completion of one loop of the spiral, which gives you the elevation and the experience to start the next loop from a higher place. My first business failed, but the lessons I learned, the experience, became the foundation for my second, far more successful business. Do not fear the end of a chapter. As King Solomon teaches, every ending is also a new beginning. We just don't know it at the time. Lesson number 5. If it is out of your hands, it deserves freedom from your mind. This is the essence of the Jewish concept of bitachon, trust in God. There is a realm of effort and there is a realm of trust. Your job is to do everything in your power in the realm of effort, to work hard, to plan, to execute. But once you have done everything you can do, the outcome is in God's hands. To continue to worry and obsess about it is a lack of faith. It is like a farmer who plants a seed and then digs it up every day to see if it is growing. You have to do your part, and then you have to let go and trust the process. Free your mind from the burden of controlling the uncontrollable. This is the secret to inner peace. Lesson number 6. Never tell people your plans. The world tells you to manifest by sharing your goals. The Torah teaches the wisdom of silence, shtika. Joseph told his brothers his dreams, and it nearly got him killed. Sharing your plans before they are realized does two dangerous things. It invites the ayin hara, the evil eye, the negative energy of other people's jealousy and doubt, and it dissipates your own creative energy. An idea is like a seed in the ground. It needs to germinate in the darkness, protected from the elements. When it is a strong sapling, then you can show it to the world. Work in silence and let your success make the noise. Lesson number 7. The more responsibility you take, the more power you have. The world teaches you to blame your circumstances. The Torah teaches that you are a co-creator of your circumstances. The victim says, "This happened to me." The Creator says, "I am responsible for this." This does not mean you are to blame for everything. It means you are responsible for your response to everything. By taking 100% responsibility, you reclaim your power. As long as someone else is the cause of your problems, you are powerless to solve them. The moment you say, "I am responsible," you give yourself the power to change your reality. These 7 lessons are the foundation of a life of wisdom, wealth, and peace. They are the rules of the game. Learn them, live them, teach them to your children. So here is my challenge to you. The 7-day Life Lesson Challenge. For the next 7 days, you will focus on one of these lessons each day. Here are your 3 immediate actions to prepare. 1. Right now, choose the one lesson from this list that resonates with you the most, the one that you know you need to learn. Write it on a sticky note. 2. Put that sticky note on your bathroom mirror. For the next 7 days, you will read it out loud every morning and every evening. 3. Identify one small, concrete action you can take tomorrow to put that lesson into practice. If your lesson is taking responsibility, find one thing you have been blaming on someone else and take responsibility for it. Remember the promise. Life is a curriculum, not a coincidence. The pain is the lesson. The failure is the tuition. Stop being a frustrated student. Become a master of the material. The rulebook is open before you. It is time to learn how to play the game. As King Solomon wrote, "The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walks in darkness." These lessons are the light. It is time to open your eyes. Shalom. And may you be blessed with a listening heart, the courage to learn from your failures, and the profound joy of seeing your life in a whole new, divine light. Amen.